South Africa take the field on the glorious pitch of the Soccer City Stadium in Johannesburg. The festival of football in Africa can begin. Thierry Henry's there with a knife in the back. Nigeria are in front of Argentina on the scoreline. Fly the flag for Africa. England's best. Wayne scores against the West. Jay Demerit has just dropped his own rifle and is discharged into his testicles. And the cliche of aging like a fine wine and only improving through the passage of time. It's time for the world champions to step into the Colosseum. Just Milan, the Paraguayan veteran, is left worry red-faced. It ain't no football party until Brazil come to party. Brazil strike! And it's Kaká as he returns. Didier Drogba slugged it past them all. Whips one in, the Edson, oh yes! Now things are about to get interesting. Portugal are given a lifeline in the group of death. Well, there is nothing to lose for the Mexicans except a spot in the second round. Defeat here and they are the first team to be eliminated from the 2010 World Cup. France could be the first team to qualify for the knockout stages with a win here in Cape Town. Giovanni Santos given a bit of breathing space, trying to lure Eric Abidal in. Santos is through and he fires it straight at Luis. Johan Gourcuff to take the corner. Oh, that's whistled past. Barcelona teammates battling it out. Henry leaps over Marquez. Here's Diaby, flicks it on to Malouda. There's the ball in. Henry is there for goal number 3. And every time he scores in this World Cup, the blood of Irishmen around the world boils 15 degrees higher. But Diaby with the flick onto Malouda. And it's just a waiting game. Henry waits in his perfect cross. There's a gaping hole in the defense of the Blues. Carlos Vela has a chance to even the scores and Lloris is quick to react. It's a good save, but the fact is Vela took way too much time. Tuneland snatches it away from the grasp of Franco. Malouda sets his sights on Malouda with a pin-perfect cross to Henry and the follow-up is unsuccessful. Perez unknowingly saving the rebound with Marie's delivery. Oh, and that's flipped on at the near post by Malouda. Nobody on the other end of it. Giovanni, and he has it onto Juarez, but he lunges at it with no real power on the end of it. And Malouda keeps it simple and takes it past Moreno. Now Malouda, oh, and he gets something on it, forces Perez to stretch. Rafael Valbuena in an acre of space. And it's into Henry. And Henry's done it. The king isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Everything he touches turns to gold. It's practically effortless from Henry. And if Perez is just a couple of inches taller, he might get a fingertip on this. Juarez has freed up space for a cross. Oh, excellent volley. And an outstanding save with a foot by Lloris. There's Giovanni on a not so good right foot. France are just having fun. Their passage into the knockout stage is almost certainly secure. Gourcuff misses wildly. How the hell has this not found the back of the net? And sadly for the Mexicans, their World Cup comes to an end. And France's is just beginning. They are through to the knockout stages. South Africa inspired an entire nation. Can the hosts build on that belief? If Uruguay lose, they join Mexico on the first plane back to America. Now Alvaro Pereira opens it up for Forlan and he fires it at Joseph, and the rebound is unsuccessful as well. A double denial from Manib Josephs. Diego Forlan doesn't often miss from that kind of range. Shabalala relying on the close quarter, dribbling to Lugano in. Stephen Pienaar was taking it all the way. Can you believe what's happening here? The Bafana are in front yet again. Half of Merseyside will be happy. It's their golden boy, Stephen Pienaar of Everton, who slotted it past Muslera. Luis Suarez forced out wide, and he gets a nice cross in with the left boot. Cavani on the volley, minus the magic ingredient called power. Shabalala continuing to be a thorn in the Uruguayan side. Suarez, Forlan, and he centers Cavani. Oh, wow! Well, they needed the way back into things, and that will do the trick. Edison Cavani paying a wonderful tribute to Robin van Persie's wonder goal against Spain in 4 years' time in Brazil. How could we forget that one? Here lies a spectacle. Edison Cavani with a diving header that loops over the head of Manib Josephs. It's not a bad way to open your World Cup account. Diego Forlan is running away with it, and he smashes it into the top corner, but Manib Josephs is in the way. And now South Africa can break. Here's Pienaar. Fella waiting for the return to Pienaar, but he goes for it by himself, and Muslera is able to cushion the blow. Pienaar whips one in. Here's Fella. Hits the woodwork, and Muslera slips. Unbelievable drama here in Soccer City. Off the goal line. And it's fitting Muslera would wear yellow because he's got butter on his gloves. Bafana believes they're coming forward relentlessly. Modise! Oh! Infella hits the crossbar 2 times in less than 10 minutes. Infella will be keen to break the goal-scoring duck. He's getting closer and closer. Suarez pings one out wide to Alvaro Pereira. He knocks it out to Cavani. He takes it first time into the near-never regions of Josephs. It's gone through the legs and ricocheted in the most fortunate of directions. It won't get any easier for the hosts as they face France in their final game. It's a phrase not many thought they would be saying on match day 2, but if Argentina lose here to South Korea, they are out. Diego Maradona can go home a failure or sustain some dignity with a good result here against South Korea. Chardari whips him into Pachuyan, and it's happening all over again. Argentina are behind to the underdogs. It's Pachuyan who failed miserably at Arsenal, but has gotten a delightful second goal against of all teams, Argentina. Lee sends it into the mixer, Park misses, and the other Park squanders the opportunity. Messi has a good pass to Carlos Tevez, and it's still Carlos Tevez. Higuain is waiting there with open arms and a side foot into the net. It's game on here in Argentina. They finally got their first goal of the World Cup. Conceding goals with no retaliation is a confidence vacuum. It looks like Higuain has righted that wrong so far. Korea are trying to catch up with Di Maria. Too late, the ball comes in, and it's Maxi Rodriguez. And they've turned it around. The Alba Celeste is in front for the first time in this tournament. And it's the veteran, Mr. Maxi. Well, Maxi Rodriguez on the score sheet. South Korea thrown away a goal lead twice. Well, Samuel might pay the price if Pachuyan can convert. Oh, what a waste. That's a very good one too. Tevez to Higuain, back to Carlos Tevez. He fires it at the keeper. Couldn't place it. Otamendi beats Liam Pio to the clearance. Sends one in. Wow, Higuain smashing that goal to pieces. And there is his brace. Off the crossbar, ricochets off the back of the goalkeeper. And now they have breathing space. You've got to feel sorry for Jung Sung Byung. He's done nothing wrong except be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, Argentina have bounced back from the humiliation by the Nigerians. Well, the Super Eagles who saw their way out of Group B, and they deserved so with an impressive 3-0 thrashing of Argentina on match day 1. It's Samaras, and that's a simple pass into the mixer to Karakunas, and he buries it. It's the captain, Georgios Karakunas, the man who lifted the European Championship 6 years ago in Lisbon. And Torresidis has his sights locked on the loose ball. Ziolis back out wide to Torresidis. Helps it in. And it's gone in for another one. Karakunas is on his brace. And Vincent Anyema, who played the game of his life against Argentina, is struggling to keep these ones out of the back of his net. And Nigeria's defense is shambolic. Can't ask for a better ball from Torresidis than this. Uche, what can he do from the set piece? Oh. Karakunas runs up to take this, and it's Rincho at the near post. Nigeria are being buried alive here. They are literally on the receiving end of the medicine they doled out to the Argentines. Karakunas, the goal scorer turned provider. It's going to be a long game for Nigeria. Gekas spreads it out wide to Samaras. Samaras drills it. What a strike from Georgios Samaras. What a goal from the Celtic starlet. Second goal of the World Cup for that man. And what a bullet. The way he commands leadership, takes the ball in the stride on the chest and fires an arrow. Where Nigeria have been subverted and then some by Greece. The Three Lions have 3 points and bragging rights of the United States after a thrilling 5-goal derby with the Allies on match day 1. Qualification is theirs to lose for Fabio Capello's underachievers as they take on a Nigeria side that's on the cusp of elimination with a loss here tonight. Underwhelming cross been defended. Heskey has laid it off to Joe Cole, who takes a hit. It's more of a warm-up strike, but the consequences are all the same in wet and slippy weather. Good hands by the keeper. Heskey back to goal. Lays it off for Gerrard. There is no doubt in anyone's mind on this planet that Gerrard can hit them from that kind of range, but that one wasn't one of his best. Carrick has found Rooney. Just has a cut inside. Good block from Bajera. He's found the head of Terry. Oh, and it's cleared off the line. Terry knocks it back into the box for Heskey, and that one is shut down. Glenn Johnson, another early cross. Nobody to aim for. It's been swept away by Bajera. As Siani can trigger a counter-attack for Algeria. And Jabor is competing with Carragher. He's gone past him. Oh! Well, the stars were aligned and they just lacked the finishing touch. England need to turn on the pressure in the second half. They're struggling against the underdogs. And actually Cole's clearance has failed miserably. And Algeria have took the lead over England. Karim Mahmoud will go down in the Algerian history books as the man who shot England with an opening lead. Seconds into the second half, Ashley Cole's clearance is one that he would long live to regret. No complacency from the forwards though. He's in there like a fox. Steven Gerrard out wide, looking for a low ball into Joe Cole, and it's too early. Rooney takes a hit, stinging the palms of the keeper. You can really feel the temper in Rooney's strike. England's patience starting to wear thin. Heskey holding it up for as long as possible. Joe Cole with a pass to Rooney, surely! And he slipped at a crucial moment, the wet weather having the last laugh. England are 15 minutes away from World Cup humiliation. And as Gerrard thinks it in, and Rooney is there! He's rescued it! Wayne Rooney has equalised for the second game in a row for England, who've gone behind for the second game in a row. This time the equaliser comes late into the game. Algeria have held on for dear life and they crumbled under the pressure. Can they get the advantage back? Gerrard with a rather desperate clearance. Aaron Lennon, plenty of space for a really good cross. Can he get the ball in? And it's headed away. Lampard knocks it down to Rooney. Oh, and it's tipped away by the keeper. Late drama here in Cape Town could have been a late triumph if Rooney's volley goes in. Last roll of the dice perhaps for England. It's Lampard! And it agonisingly bobbles wide. And that's surely the last chance for England. It's just as it was in the real fixture. England have drawn with Algeria. Well, the rank outside of Slovenia have an opportunity. A gift of an opportunity to go top of Group C after England's underwhelming performance against Algeria. Altidore able to get it away to Robbie Findlay. Oh, and even the keeper couldn't hold it. Findlay loses the footing and gets enough power to startle the keeper. Kern, the desperate lob to Novakovic, who grabs it at the near post and hits it with all his might against Tim Howard. Bornstein, Dempsey, Findlay making a decent run into the middle, takes it around the keeper, and what a recovery from Handanovic. Robbie Findlay done the same thing to David James. In the last fixture, Handanovic was smart to it. Cleared away by Radasajevic. It's kept in by Edu. Here's Landon Donovan. That's into the mixer, and Robbie Findlay is there for goal number 3 for the USA. Well, the stock of the 24-year-old Robbie Findlay is rising here in South Africa. 2 goals against England and a third against Slovenia. Novakovic turns away from Edu and he's found a way in. He's snuck in off the ankle of Tim Howard through the legs. Milivoje Novakovic with a sloppy goal, but it all counts for the Slovenians. Well, that's a save that Robert Green would be proud of. Beasley bursting down that left-hand side. That's a nice ball in. Dempsey on the end of it. Well, the Slovenians have slithered their way out of a loss. It's going to be all to play for all 4 teams on match day 3. Well, something's got to give. Germany and Serbia both top of Group D. Deutschland systematically destroyed the Australians. Serbia shocks everybody on the continent by beating Ghana. We have 2 talented and tasty teams battling for dominance in Pretoria. Schweinsteiger swings it in and it finds Boateng. Germany can counter. Podolski trying to find closer. And he's lost possession and Serbia turn it around. Zigic, don't let his size fool you. He's got pace and he's found a way in. It's been deflected off Neuer's knee. And Serbia have stunned Germany. Deutschland go behind for the second game in a row. Nicholas Zigic, the one-man wrecking crew. With a defence like Serbia's, it's going to be difficult to bounce back. It's not like the Australia game. Close up, he's threaded it through to Özil. Oh, I spoke too soon. Mesut Özil has countered up. Nicholas Zigic's lead. It's game on here in Pretoria. Superb footwork by Özil, a class finish. The German surging forward, Khedira, that's a well-weighted pass to close-up. He's been wiped out. Is this a penalty? Oh, Vidic gets there first and Closer kicks thin air. Vladimir Kolarov in an advanced position and it misses everybody wildly. On the volley from Stankovic. Kuzmanovic shrugs, Schweinsteiger aside, now Jovanovic has an opportunity and he gets within. Zigic is there to torment him for the second and he can't get it on target. 15 minutes left, it's remained deadlocked. Podolski has some space for a ball in and Muller is there in the far post. He's headed back in and Muller on the turn and he's turned it around. Thomas Muller with a great goal back towards it and he smashes it past the keeper. How's this for pressure? Veteran pass from Closer with the head and Muller. Schweinsteiger to take the corner. Seconds left, and it's Stefan Kiesling! He's killed it! Germany are through to the knockout stages! Super substitute Stefan Kiesling! Well, it's fashionably late from the Germans, but they've done the business here. Deutschland provide a ray of light on an otherwise rainy and glitchy afternoon. The Black Stars have been beaten once already, so has Australia. This will be a fight for survival. Loser goes home. It's in the air from Brett Emerton. Kennedy capitalizes on the defender's failure to clear. Set piece for Ghana is into the mixer from Nkoum. Shot blocked and it's fouled to Dion, who is offside. Cahill scored against Germany. It's out wide to Emerton. That's a decent ball into Kennedy. Here's the point. Sebastiano is there, making no mistake on the follow-up. That's the start the Socceroos needed. The Palermo veteran, Mark Bresciano, pounces like a fox in the box over this unfortunate rebound from Kennedy. Corner kick from Sapai into the mixer. Swept away now. Asamoah tries to keep this on and he's looking for an on. Dispossessed by Kalina. And it's 2-on-1. Kalina powering forward. Excellent tackle from Pantil. Press is still on. Kennedy goes down and it's found its way to Bresciano. Brace for Bresciano. A frenetic counter-attack for the Australians. And they're 2 goals up. Ghana has the worst luck. They could not get rid of this to save their lives. And that's a peach of a finish from Bresciano. Floating it in the top corner. If Ghana are going to pitch a comeback, now's the time to do it. Owusu Obeye gets across in and finds Ayu. Oh, and he tucks it in nicely. The Black Stars have a goal. Owusu Obeye wasting no time getting a perfect cross hit. It's a considerate header from Ayu. Well, Ghana won't be replicating the dizzying heights of the quarterfinals this year. They are out. Japan may be 1 year away from winning the Asian Cup, but today they are 1 game away from being eliminated from the World Cup. Netherlands went 1 goal up against the Danes thanks to an own goal, so the Dutch are yet to score from open play. Japan started to wake up a bit towards the end of the game against Cameroon. Let's find out if they can connect the dots against the Dutch. When Nakamura sets up Honda, he's gone on the run, Honda! And he finds the wrong side of the goal net. What a start for Japan that would have been. Well, the Netherlands were ball watching. It's a solo run from Van Persie waiting for support. Schneider gives it. He cuts inside and he tries to fire it at Narazaki. Well, he opened his body up nicely. Schneider is usually more accurate than that. Arjen Robben cuts inside but isn't going to carry it. He decides to send it to Van Persie. And Narazaki is there, bravery and all. That side. There's a ball in and Stecklenburg hesitates. Well, Honda should lace one in. Corner to Japan, that's swept away. Kamano knocks it to Abe. Here's Nakazawa. An impressive strike and an even more impressive save from Stecklenburg. It's been toe poked onto Dirk Kuyt. Here's Kuyt. Oh, what an interception from Nakazawa. No penalty, he's gotten the ball clear as day. Japan have stifled the Netherlands. 15 minutes to go and the frustration is clear. Van Persie, can he change all that? Oh, it's been kept alive. He's Schneider buries it. And finally, the Oranges have the breakthrough. The influence is felt by the substitute Ryan Babel. It's a good pass to Van Persie. Julia might have a case that he was fouled by Robben. Ryan Babel again trying to muddy the waters. Dark out directly at the keeper and Schneider couldn't convert on the follow-up. And thankfully for him it was offside. That would have been humiliating if he couldn't get his brace from that kind of range. Just a few minutes left on the clock and Honda is wasting no time whatsoever. But it doesn't pay off. Well, it wasn't pretty, but the Netherlands have 3 points at long last in this World Cup. Cameroon take on Denmark, who scraped their way to a 1-1 draw against the Dutch. Thanks to Danish like John Dahl Thomason, Cameroon will be a step closer to bettering their 1990 quarter-final finish with a win here over Denmark tonight. Well, Pierre was through and goal, and he smashes it straight at Sorensen. What a pass from Eto'o. Weibo probably had more time than he realised. Imana curls it in. It's knocked away by Jorgensen, and it's foul to Saar on the volley. Well, what a start. Alex Song has fired the Cameroonians into the lead. Football players are taught to never take their eye off the ball. Well, Denmark took that too literally. They watched it fly off the boot of Alex Song into the net. Rain physics are in full effect. It even skids off the surface before it rests in the goal. Imana is galloping forward for the Lions. Eto'o halts his run just slightly and pulls the trigger on a half volley. Excellent reaction from Sorensen. Well, Denmark need to apply full throttle in the second half. But Weibo has put a stop to that. Pierre Weibo has just torn up any new game plan that was written up in a half-time dressing room for the Danes. Second goal of the World Cup for the Mallorca veteran. And what a goal too. He basically passes it into the net from outside the box. Lord Bentner, the ball in, is too short. Cleared away, Jorgensen on the volley. Oh, this is a good save. A solid double stop from Hamidou. He's just justified his selection over the favourite Khomeini. Karlenberg has picked it up. There's a good ball in. John Dahl Thomason with a spectacular acrobatic effort to give us a game here in the final 12 minutes. It's just as good as Cavani's goal against South Africa, yet just as different, still just as satisfying. Well, it's floated up towards Eto'o, who's the intended target. Knocked away, and it's found its way back onto Eto'o. Oh, slams on the brakes. Oh, crafty. Well, nonetheless, the legendary Lion has scored again at the World Cup. Great to have him back in the score sheet in this prestigious tournament. It's a good run, but look at this. The way he slams on the brakes and sends those two defenders on a pilgrimage into no man's land. Cameroon in fantastic form at the moment. On their own continent playing World Cup football. Eto'o cuts inside. Oh, and he flirts with the crossbar. What a goal this could have been. But Cameroon do what the African teams had hoped to do all along, is play football with smiles on their faces. And Cameroon qualified from Group E with a game to spare against the Netherlands coming up. The world champions Italy came out on top of Paraguay thanks to the magic of Marchisio and his hat-trick. On paper this should be easier opposition than New Zealand, who have a long way to go to live up to the reputation of their rugby counterparts. Chris Killen is on his way to Buffon's bounty, lays it off to Shane Smelts, who fumbles it. Well, Shane Smelts carrying it forward, lures in Crescito and makes him look a fool. Now Chris Killen is full on goal. Oh, Buffon sticks the leg out and denies the All Blacks. Gilardino, he's going a long way round and he pulls the trigger. Oh, excellent stop, plucked out the sky by Mark Paston. Corner kick from Montalivo. Knocked away. Now Marchisio. Oh. Well, he's on tally for 4 goals if he scores tonight. De Rossi. Gilardino takes a touch and hits it at Paston. You can't be blamed for not holding it. The ball is slick. The ground is wet. Lockhead holding it up and it's down the line, or rather up the line to Chris Killen. There's a cross and is nodded away by Crescito. Into the box. Off the head of Fallon! And they've done it! Tom Fallon is the new hero of New Zealand! And now the wheels are in motion for the All Blacks, or in this case the All Whites, to stage a huge upset over the world champions. Italy will be keen to neutralise this party for New Zealand before half-time. Pepe into the middle, Gilardino. That's a superhuman save from Mark Paston. Almost Spider-Man level reflexes from the New Zealand keeper. Montalivo, Quinta from distance, and it's a comfortable one from Paston. Well, the captain Cannavaro soaks up that cross. And the danger's still alive. Here's Elliott. Well, Italy aren't getting rid of this, and it smelts. Just over an hour played, and the world champions are a goal down to New Zealand. Quinta helps this on to Pepe, and it's wide. It's been a nail-biting match day 2 for many favourites. They've been chasing their game to underdogs. Di Natale, and there's a ball in. Gilardino gets his head on the end of it, and finally, Italy are able to spare some sort of blushes and preserve a shred of dignity, but it's still late in the game. New Zealand held on as long as they could, but the pressure was too much eventually. Gilardino, and it's foul to Montalivo, and he squeezes a shot off. Outstanding shot from Paston. Italy joined England in the club of dropping points to underdogs. Well, a talented young Slovakian side who couldn't beat New Zealand faced a Paraguay side who gave the world champions a run for their money. Here in Durban, it's Slovakia versus Paraguay. Well, this group is all but over for both teams. It's been blown wide open thanks to New Zealand. And it's Hamsich with a golden touch, but denied by the woodwork. It's a wonderful drop of the shoulder from Marek Hamsich. Hamsich has an empty net to pass into, but decides to play the crossbar challenge instead. Santa Cruz the target for this high cross. Santa Cruz again on the turn, and it's into the sky. Stock supplies the cross, and Vitek isn't very grateful. Here comes Vitek, who's tripping up the Paraguayans. Oh, and he's stopped by Villar at the last hurdle. It's a good save from the veteran goalkeeper. Well, Paraguay clearly left their scoring boots in Soccer City. It's Slovakia 0, Paraguay 0. It's time for arguably the second most anticipated game of the group of death. Brazil versus the Ivory Coast. Brazil's Seleção counterparts, Portugal, couldn't beat them. Didier Drogba tormented one Samba squad. He has his sights set on another. Dani Alves in a ton of space, and he's shut down before he can release a cross. Referee seems to agree that it's a very theatrical dive. Melo gets the ball into Fabiano, who drops at the crucial moment. Now it's Gervinho to Drogba. And that's a splendid touch to take it away from Lucio. And Drogba's strike hits a Brazilian brick wall. And now the yellow shirts can counter-attack. Here's Melo. Robinho collects, and he slides it into the net. Brazil's babyface slides the ball under the body of Boubacar Barry. Second goal of the campaign for the Magic Midget. Will this World Cup be the one where a new Brazilian legend is born? Robinho was in the shadows of Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Adriano in 2006. Gervinho, the early cross on the left foot. Drogba. That's a wonderful goal, but he's offside. Well, that's a continental mile offside. Alves to Maicon, the fullbacks link up. With an early ball into Melo! There it is! The Ivory Coast has made Brazil comfortable. And it's a goal scored by the man who would be hated by Brazil for being sent off against the Netherlands, but they love him right now. Ebue and Gervinho inadvertently crossing past, but here's Gervinho. The step overs has sent Bastos' pocket, and it's Aruna Dindane. And the Elephants have a way back in. This game on here in Soccer City. A moment of individual brilliance from Gervinho. They sent Juan and Bastos to the showers early. With Fabiano lining one up. Still desperate to join that class of Brazilian strikers at the World Cup. Last roll of the dice for the Ivory Coast. And there's knocked away to Nilmar. And he's got the pace. And the Ivory Coast are left in the dust. They're trying to catch up. And Barry finally commits. Nilmar! Oh! Agonizing. That would have been one of the great goals of the World Cup. Brazil are qualified for knockout football. Well, that's one team out of the group of death. And now Portugal have some catching up to do before their Samba showdown with Brazil. North Korea were already softened up by one Sele shout. And now they have to deal with another. Oh, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Thiago to Ronaldo, who seemingly has the whole pitch to himself. And he lets fly. At the hands of Mi Myung-guk. As we've learned, North Korea aren't totally incapable of coming forward. Oh, and Young Tae-se! Well, he already has the ability to tell his grandchildren that he scored against Brazil once upon a time. He's gave it away to Lietzen. And now here comes the Brazilian-born Lietzen! And Portugal are in front, finally! The Sporting Lisbon lover boy has goal number 3 of the World Cup, and it was literally handed to him on a plate. Ronaldo, the North Koreans can't get close to him. Oh, Lietzen almost on a brace there. Kranchan, oh, and he's laid it off to Lietzen. That's the second time today it's been passed to the Portuguese forwards, and Ronaldo is there to complete the calamity that North Korea are providing the Portuguese here today. And Cristiano Ronaldo has scored at the World Cup before Lionel Messi. Hong Yong-yo into the box, and there's almost nobody there but Mi Myung-guk has come out of nowhere. Outstanding stop from Eduardo. Ronaldo running unchallenged, and he fires it, and then he breaks the crossbar in 2 pieces. The worst thing he can possibly do is stand off against this man. Well, Portugal showed a bit more mercy than Brazil did, but now everything is at stake for a mouth-watering showdown between Brazil and Portugal. Well, the reigning European champions were left looking rather unremarkable against Switzerland on match day 1. Honduras have returned to the big time for their second ever World Cup, but threw it away against Chile. Spain were lackluster in the last game. They've got to get a grip against their Latin American counterparts. Suazo is through on goal, and he's gone way past them all. And what about that? What a start for Honduras. And now Spain are in trouble. It's taken just over 5 minutes for disaster to strike, and the underdogs have the lead over the European champions. Pedro, Villa, Iniesta asking for it out wide, gets it. Villa trying to make that overlap. Iniesta holds off, and there's the cross. Palacios can't get rid of it, there it is! Pedro resets the scoreline. And the good news is for Spain is that they're not completely firing blanks. It's Barcelona's breakthrough star. Doesn't miss a trick. Palacios with an amateur piece of defending. Xabi Alonso is fed it through to the kid, David Villa. It's a great save from Canales. The run is paid off for David Villa, surely. There's going to be a finish. No. Intercepted by Captain Villa. Iniesta can trigger the attack for the Spanish. And it's back to David Villa. Straight into the lap of Canales. Alonso helps it on to David Villa, who's dropped back to receive this. And we know he can strike them from range, but it's drifting. Palacios. No way through. Xabi Alonso says access denied. Now Iniesta is free on the left-hand side. All the time in the world, it's up in the sky and down to the earth for Fernando Torres, who arrives from the bench and puts the Reds in front. Football fans, the media, the press, they've all said Torres was never the same once he cuts off those magical blonde locks, but El Nino may beg to differ. As David Suazo has no support, so decides to buy a lottery ticket. Well, Torres has turned winger, and Iniesta, the smallest man on the box, is probably one of the closest to scoring. Spain is showing no mercy. They got a goal difference to recuperate here. It's a clearance from Chavez, and that may have been the stroke of Lady Luck that Honduras need. Oh, David Suazo is murdered in the box. Casillas gets the ball. For some reason, he uses his feet. But even in 2010, Studs is showing us a red card. Spain are back to winning ways. Chile can look down on Spain from the top of Group H with a win this evening over Switzerland. Now the question is, was Spain mediocre or was Switzerland very good? In the opener, Omar Bravo hesitates for that one for some reason, doesn't want to touch the ball with his hands, which is his job. Isla and Sanchez nearly getting their wires crossed. Sanchez, there's a ball in, but no water in the pool. Fernandez swarmed by white shirts. Birami is up in the sky to Nkufo. Bravo is panicking once again, and this time he's punished for it. The indecision has come back to haunt him. And it is the elder Blaise Nkufo, 35 years young, and just as quick as he ever was. He reads Omar Bravo's bluff like a book. Carmona squares it to Hara. And Bartos Suazo out wide to PESEdit. There's the ball in, and Matias Fernandez keeps it alive, and Humberto Suazo tries to pick up where they all left off. Excellent reflexes from Benaglia. Birami bent it in, and Cooper off the bar. What a way to assert his dominance as a powerful header. Dreising. Long to Reto Ziegler, and he's through. The flag stayed down. Burst up on it. What a goal! And it's juxtaposed by Reto Ziegler's dismissive celebration, as if nothing extraordinary has happened. Chile were caught sleeping. They played him onside, but Reto Ziegler blasting it in from this tight angle. Cross comes in, is swept away by Greiching. Vidal and Hara playing it off each other. Vidal stabs it and it's found a way in. It's crept in, and Chile have a lifeline. They've got to start waking up if they want to take on Spain with any leverage in the group. Seems like there's nothing to worry about. Vidal just pokes it, and Benaglia's footwork is wrong. Birami has been a busy boy on the right hand side, whipping in crosses all day for the Swiss. Barnetta on the half volley. This game is the gift that keeps on giving goals, says Tranquillo Barnetta. Two great goals in one game from Switzerland is Helvetian heaven. A welcome return to the world stage for Tranquillo Barnetta, 21 years old in 2006, and at age 25 he's coming of age. PESEdit with a low one into the box, and then Bartos Suazo's there to get on the end of it and keep the Swiss on their toes. Goal number 2 for the little pitbull. Well, Humberto Suazo's goal-scoring record for Chile doesn't lie. Marc Gonzalez places the perfect pass to Suazo. Just Greiching is having second thoughts, and Sanchez just jumps the gun. Ziegler. Switzerland need to keep the ball in Chile's half for the last 10 minutes. Bravo stretches. Oh, players are going down everywhere. And Barnetta couldn't get on target. If he does, the game is over. There's more holes in Chile's defense than a Swiss cheese. Organized chaos, courtesy of good old-fashioned PES. A good performance from Switzerland, and they will sit ever so slightly above Spain on goal difference. It's Chile 2, Switzerland 3. France have qualified, but they take on South Africa in the biggest game of their international careers. Argentina will take on the Greece side that have famously frustrated bigger teams. England need to bounce back against Slovenia to stand a chance of qualifying. Germany are through. Serbia and Australia will fight to the death for a spot in the knockout stage. All the Netherlands have to do is draw with Cameroon to qualify. Italy will be keen to avoid a real recreation of their tie with Slovakia. A draw for Portugal will be enough to send them through in the Samba showdown. And finally, a 3-horse race between Switzerland, Spain and Chile. The King Henri remains on his throne. And as always, thank you ever so much for the support you've shown on episode 1 of the World Cup. And please, if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe it, share it across the world. Let me know if your country is in the competition. And while you're at it, tell me what was the best match, the best goal, and the best player of match day 2.